Fred, good start, obviously, and then the sin binning and sort of things unravelled.
Yeah, it was a really good 20-minute period, I suppose, but and then the sin binning didn't help, but we've got to just show more resolve through those periods. There's some tries through that period and then into the second half that we should have stopped. You know, and you stop a couple of them, you're still in the game at the back end, but we're going to learn to do that. I thought I spoke pre-game about putting 80 minutes together, you know, and you put 4 blocks of that first 20 together, you're looking okay, but we've got to learn to do it and learn to get through the periods that are tough. And at the moment, we're not getting through them, and we're conceding ordinary tries when we just can't.
What did you make of the decision, the sin bin decision?
Yeah, look, there was a lot of the missed opportunities, I suppose, when we had the ball as well. You know, we were held up 3 or 4 times. We had one disallowed there with a forward pass, the Naden one with the contentious one. So look, we're not getting a lot go our way, and we need those at the moment. Who knows where the game goes if we get them, but you know, the sin binning was a tough one. But in saying that, you just got to roll your sleeves up and get through those periods. You'll never play a perfect game of footy, ever. Pleasing with the first 20, you know, we've stuck it to some good sides for periods, but not for long enough.
Josh, did the ref give you any warning or indication that might be coming?
He did, yeah. There were a few repeated infringements there. I'm not too sure what the penalty count was, but discipline's something we're definitely going to have to work on, because particularly in that period after we lost Jez and just before we were poor, and after half time we just invited them down into our end and gave them too much field position, and they're a great attacking team, as we saw tonight.
Jacko, how's Chris? He got to hospital?
Yeah, he's not great. So we'll have to look after him, on the young player. So hopefully he's okay. We'll find out tonight. Yeah.
Braden Burns with a hamstring?
He's got a hammy, so that sort of threw losing your back row, your starting edge back row, and then an OB sort of threw everything out of whack a little bit. But again, you've only got to save 2 of those tries, you know, and you're in the fight at the back end, and that's something as a group that we've got to learn to do. And that's probably the most disappointing thing about it. We've got to get through those periods, and you know, a set of 6 last 45 seconds. You know, we've just got to work harder in those areas.
Jacko, just on that sin binning period, I don't think you literally didn't touch the ball for 10 minutes. Like, what does that do to your energy levels, your mindset, when you don't even touch the ball for 10 minutes?
Yeah, I think that showed in the second half. It just zaps you. Couldn't get off the line. They rolled through our ruck through the middle of the field, and again just gave them too much field position. So I think once that sin binning did happen, we couldn't get the game back. They just rolled through us.
We've always seen a couple of coaches here. I think Justin Holbrook and Todd Payton have both mentioned this year. They think a lot of calls go against those lower teams.
Yeah.
Do you worry you're in the same boat?
Yeah, I'll have it on record that you said that. There's nothing I can say, but look, we're certainly not getting them at the moment. There will be a day, hopefully, when we're going well and we are getting those calls. But there's still some things in there that we could have helped ourselves with. So I'm not going to use that as an excuse. Couple of tries there that just shouldn't be scored, you know, and we've got to stop them. You stop them, you're still in the hunt, and regardless of the things that went against us. But you know, we need to put together our first 20 minutes, you know, for another 20 and get in at half time and then do it again and again. So that's our improve.
I know you're stuck between a rock and a hard place when Braden Burns goes off. Just talk us through the decision to play Birdo in the centres for a while there.
Yeah, that was really the only option we had. You know, it was probably worst case scenario for us. We've losing Waddy pre-game, who generally gives us that OB cover, but having Wakey there, we sort of tried to mix and match where they were, but Birdo did a good job, and you know, it's not ideal, put a lot of pressure on our interchanges, but that wasn't the reason why we lost, I don't think.
Everyone knew this was going to be a tough month, right? You had 4 really hard games against top 4 from last year.
Yeah.
Where do you think you're at the moment now?
Yeah, look,
Come through it, sort of?
yeah, again, with some of the things that I've said, if we need to start putting 80 minutes together, but in terms of competing with some really good sides, well, we've copped a whole lot of them. Manly away, Melbourne away, Penrith at Combank, and then South. So it's the whole top 4. So we know where we're at. Take out that Melbourne game, we were competitive in all of them, but we're coming into a block of 6 or 7 games where we've just, we can win games. We've just got to, as I said, not regurgitating what I've just been through, but we need to find a bit more consistency across the board and get through tough periods when it's hard.